Well, hello and welcome back to Riviera RC. Now, this video is not going to contain anything RC, it's just going to go through why it's called Riviera RC. So, I've been out most of the day, I've been chopping and changing locations. I'm basically going to take you around Torbay, where I live in Devon, and I apologise if I repeat myself a lot on the videos. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to go. It's going to be a complete and utter mess, probably. I'll do my best with the editing, and yeah, I'm just glad I'm home now. So here we go. Hello, and welcome back to Riviera RC. For those of you that are hoping for RC content, there isn't going to be any in this video. This is a video that my mate Dave sort of came up with an idea. Why are you called Riviera RC? Now, people who are local to me, they will know, but those of you who aren't local or are from outside of the UK, you may not have a clue either. So I'm going to go through as to why I decided to call it Riviera RC. Now, most channels are self-explanatory. They're the person's name, or Tamia is in the name there somewhere. So yeah, I thought I would show you around my local town, my local area, and then we'll come to why right at the end of the video. So you can either watch it or just skip to the last few minutes. Right, the sun is out of my face now. You haven't got me squinting. This is a place called Meadfoot in Torquay. I live in Torquay, which is on the southwest of England, in the county of Devon. So yeah, this is Torquay, which is part of the area known as Torbay. Now, over the top of that hill is a place called Babbacombe, and that's the outer edges of Torquay, that direction. So this is Hope's Nose over here, which I think we will go over to now. Yeah, so I'm stood at this side of Torquay, and in the distance you can see Brixham. And the bay is in a C shape, so around the corner is Paignton. And that's what makes up Torbay. Now, you can see there is a cruise ship in here at the moment, and we get quite a few throughout the summer. They come in here. This one turned up at 7 o'clock this morning, and all of the passengers will go back on board at 5 o'clock tonight and disappear off to their next destination. So I think what we shall do now is disappear over to Brixham. So on the end of Bury Head we have the lighthouse, and this is apparently one of the smallest lighthouses, or shortest lighthouses, at only about 5 meters tall, but one of the highest in the UK, because it's 58 meters above sea level. Luckily I'm by a fence, but over here there are no fences. I ain't going that close, sod that. Also on Bury Head you have the remains of the Napoleonic fort, complete with a couple of cannons. From here the views, oh, excuse me while I stand up, are awesome, as with the rest of the headland. Unless you get to the edge, and there is the Bury Head Quarry. Again, no safety, so squeaky bum time. Well, here I am on the outskirts of Paignton, and Paignton is the filling of the sandwich that is Torquay and Brixham. So, as I said, it's Torbay as a whole, but we have. I'm here on the outskirts of Paignton because I also like to do photography, and one of the things that I like to photograph the most is the railways. Now, there's a local line to us, which is a holiday line. Say a holiday line, it's more of a preserved steam railway. And today they're having a rail tour, because obviously I've told you about the cruise ships that come in to Torbay and bring visitors. They also have steam trains and heritage diesel trains come to the area, and most of them end up at Kingswear, which they have to come down the main line, join this railway in Paynton, and then they climb up here and they end up in Kingswear. So all the people on board can get off, enjoy Kingswear in Dartmouth, which is over that away. And yeah, so these have come from Bedford, which if I got in my car, it would take me 5 hours to get there. So hopefully this will climb up here in the next few minutes. So we'll see what it's like. I'm wondering whether something else that's a resident on the line may come past beforehand. If it does, I'll video that as well. It's not a bad place to live, is it really? So I am here now. As you can see, the railway line is there, and then I've just looked across here and I haven't got a clue what is going on, but look at all those bloody paddle boards. Not a clue what's going on. The phone obviously doesn't want to zoom in that well. I'm going to find out what's going on with all that lot. I'll try and find out and put it in the video later. Yeah, as I say, not a clue, but good on them. Wouldn't catch me doing that. Far too much energy required. Right, also, the paddleboarders apparently were doing an attempted world record at the most paddleboarders on parade, and there were nearly 1,000 of them apparently. So there you go. Who knew? We also have some lovely buildings, like Oldway Mansion behind me here. This was built as a private residence for Isaac Singer, the man who invented the sewing machines. This place, unfortunately, at the moment, it's in a bit of need of restoration, and yeah, it's a beautiful building, absolutely stunning. Used to be used for weddings and functions and school leavers, prom, but yeah, it's unfortunately, sky's turning grey. It's unfortunately in a bit of a state at the moment, and every local is hoping that it will be restored to its former glory, but who knows. The gardens are great. There you go. 17 acres of gardens here. Let me quickly run over to the... Ooh, breaking into a sweat for you. Yeah, so in the summer, which it's coming to the end of now, all these gardens here are kept pristine. Look at that. Lots of people come here. There's a dog field down the bottom for people to run around in with their dogs, and it's all fenced off. Yeah, so that is one of the lovely buildings of Torbay. And in Torquay we have the Grand Hotel right on the seafront. Tide's out at the moment, but you can see all the beach huts here, people enjoying themselves in the sun. The fairground is over on Tor Abbey Meadows. Yeah, it's great, the sun's actually come back out again. Excuse the fair in the background, it's a bit noisy, but another thing with my logo, why has it got palm trees? Well, behind me you can see the Torbay palm. Originally from New Zealand, but because the climate is a bit warmer down this way, these survive quite well. So yeah, the Torbay palm, the reason for the palm tree in my sticker. So a lot of you will have heard of Agatha Christie. Well, she was born here in Torquay, and Torquay was at the setting for Fawlty Towers, and a lot of you will remember that from way back in the day. Although it wasn't actually filmed here, but it was based on a hotel just around the corner. So there you go. A little tour around Torbay. Now, probably still thinking, what's that got to do with the Riviera RC? Well, obviously collectively you've got Torquay, Paignton and Brixham, and they are known as Torbay, and Torbay is known as the English Riviera. And that's it. That's why I've chosen it. Riviera RC. Just looking at all those rocks over there. I want to get my crawler out. Right, thank you very much for watching. I know there was no RC involved, but hopefully some of you may have found this little bit informative. I could do a more in-depth one if you really wanted, but I don't think you would. So, right, over and out. I'll get back to the RC stuff soon. Cheers for now. Bye bye.